Hello everybody, welcome to Jiva Mukti class. This is a 75-minute class, and today we are going to focus building up towards Vasisthasana, side plank, okay? And which means that we are going to bring extra love and attention and awareness into the shoulders, okay? The range of motion, how do we mindfully plug in our shoulders to really get that nice sense of grounding when we take our other arm up towards the sky, okay? But along with that, we're also going to bring attention to our feet. Oftentimes, the feet can be very helpful. Actually, it's super helpful in the practice. And bringing awareness into the feet can, even a small little details of flaring your toes, flattening your feet, noticing if you're sickling the foot, which means to kind of bend at the ankle, and sometimes we're not noticing how we are twisting our feet. So hopefully today we can bring attention to the subtleties and the work in our feet and how that actually supports the entire practice. It actually supports all the poses. So bringing attention to the feet will also help you get a sense of grounding and just rooting down into the ground from feet up, okay? All right, so let's take a moment, close the eyes, place our hands over the heart. And take some time here to notice the natural breath work, allowing us to arrive to our practice. And take some time here to set intention, an elevated intention. And this is what actually brings more magic to the practice rather than just being a physical kind of workout, a physical connection. Taking the time to create this little ceremony for ourselves is what makes this more of a mindful, heartfelt practice. Okay, take a deep breath into it. And let's open up here together, unifying 3 chants of Om. Take an exhale. Inhale. Full breath in, full breath out. Okay, let's go ahead and bring yourself down onto hands and knees. So stack your knees underneath the shoulders, look at your wrist, stacking underneath the shoulders, spread your fingers nice and wide. And slowly start to shift your body weight side to side. Shift your body weight forward and back. Moving into the shoulders and wrists. Moving into your hips. Inviting some movement. And then slowly bring yourself back into the center. Drop your navel down. Look up towards the sky. And as you push your hands down into the ground, trying to think about spinning both of your biceps forward. So you're not twisting the hand to the side. You're just going to keep them anchored, planted, and encourage the biceps to twist forward. So this is external rotation. And then you're going to slowly squeeze the elbow creases in. So you're just spinning back into internal rotation as you round the spine. Draw the ribs in, draw the low belly in, tailbone down. Gentle squeeze in the inner thigh. Okay, inhale slowly. Press to your hands, externally rotate into the arms as you shift your gaze upward. Exhale, round into the spine, pull, draw the low belly in, squeeze. 3 more. Inhale, open up, look up. Exhale, round into the spine, try to draw the scapulae away from each other. And then slowly go ahead and dip the spine, spin your biceps forward, maybe adding a gentle squeeze between the scapulae. Okay, one more time, round into the spine, pull, draw the low belly in. Beautiful, and then slowly drop the navel down, spin the biceps forward, inhale, look up. Okay, come into neutral spine, so somewhere in between those bends. And I want you to go ahead and just start to lift your hands onto the fingertips. Okay, take some time here, get a sense of grounding. And if this is too much for you, you can always bring it back down onto the hands. Otherwise, just practice. You can always bring the weight a little bit more forward. Shoulder stacked over wrist is probably a little bit more challenging. If you set it back, you may lessen the challenge. So you choose here. Drop the navel down, inhale, take a look up. Exhale, round into the spine. Pull, draw the low belly in. Drop the navel down, inhale. Broaden across the collarbone, spin your biceps forward. Do your best as you can. Exhale, round into your spine and pull, draw the belly in. Okay, slowly come back into neutral spine here. Plant your right hand nice and flat, but grab the earth ground with your fingertips. And then slowly from here, I want you to extend your left leg straight back. Keep your left hand onto fingertips. Externally rotate into the left leg. Take your right foot off the mat to the side. And then slowly, when you're ready for takeoff, left hand reaches up. Okay. Bring the left hand down to the ground. I want you to puff up your spine, draw the low belly in, push through your left fingertips into the ground. Feel that energy, feel the belly drawing in, and then reach up your hand towards the sky. Left hand, beautiful. And then go ahead and just reach back, stretch back, rotating into the shoulder, just noticing a natural range of motion here. Take your time, like as if you're backstroking. So, if you're not a swimmer, just imagine thumbs moving forward, palms open as you reach back, and then slowly turn the palms down around the spine, and then slowly take a few more. And actually start to form a fist, so the fist is reaching straight overhead. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift the left leg up for takeoff. Here you go. And take your time as you bend your knee to elbow crunch. Inhale, reach and extend. Bend your knee, bend your elbow crunch. Reach and extend. How's your knee here, Courtney? Okay, all right. Bend your knee and bend your elbow crunch. Reach and extend. So you want to try your best to feel the awakening into the side oblique, so you can squeeze as much as you like. Let's end here together. Knee to elbow, squeeze, crunch. Reach back, make a fist. Nice and strong. Step forward with the left foot into a low lunge. Beautiful. Land both of your hands down. Okay. Pull the left hip side back into space. And when you're ready, go ahead and reach your arms forward and up into Anjaneyasana. Beautiful. Now where are we? Use your left hand, take your right wrist, reach up and lengthen, and then slowly side bend to the left. So get that nice stretch in front of the right hip flexors. Lift up the center of your chest, lift up your chin slightly. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, slowly lower your hands down, and we're going to reach for the blocks here. Bring them in the same line as your left foot. If you don't have blocks at home, you may need to just improvise or just hands to the floor. And as best as you can, just go ahead and get a nice sense of grounding with the hands, and then hinge your hips forward and back. Yes, straighten the front leg, flip up onto the toes, flare them, and then slowly step down into that left foot, bend the knee, sink down. And one more time, hips back, lift the toes up. Beautiful. Bend into the front knee, sink into the hips. Okay. We're going to keep this one. Just send your hips just enough further back in line with your right knee, and then slowly slide your left foot forward and flip up onto the heel. Beautiful. Now, squeeze into the inner right thigh with the intention of squeezing into the inner thighs. Pulling your right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, extend the spine, shoulders back. And then slowly drape yourself over any amount into the front leg. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Slowly lift your chest up, straighten the arms. Bend into the front knee again and take your time. Now you're going to swivel on the right knee, taking your right foot slightly towards the left. So you can open up into a warrior 2. There it is, okay. Now try to bring some of the tailbone lengthening down as you scoop the low belly in. And I want you to just try here for a moment, Courtney. Bring your left arm onto the thigh and then reach straight overhead, yes. And encourage that left shoulder to pull back, okay? And you may find as you push down into the arm, left ribs may pull through. Beautiful. Now if you're able to, you can either stay here or you can place your left hand on the inside of your foot. This is a deeper variation. If that's too much, you can use a block. So do you need one? Okay, she's going to choose to use one. And again, encouraging the left shoulder to pull back. Draw the rib points back in. So when we pull the shoulder back and we try to anchor into that scapulae, our ribs do tend to flare out, so you have to reinforce and draw them back in for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, slowly lower both hands down. Set the blocks aside. Center your back leg. And then go ahead and step back, curl the back toes, downward facing dog. Yes. 5 breaths here. Spread the fingers, feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Slowly come down onto your knees. Beautiful. Now, slowly we're going to set this up on the other side. So, shift your body weight a little bit to the left hand, right hand onto fingertips. Beautiful. Now, I didn't say this the first time, but this is a key element here. Try to encourage your left shoulder to pull back as you spin your left bicep forward. Round the spine, crunch the belly in, extend your right leg straight back. Swivel on the left knee, take it off the left side of the mat, and then when you're ready, reach your right hand straight up through the sky. Beautiful. And then take your time, you're just reaching back, and then reaching forward. Slowly open up the palm, find that nice stretch into your bicep, you're going to feel it into your ribs. It's like a backstroke. And as you reach forward again above the head, make a nice tight fist here. And take your time, and when you're ready, pause with the fist above your head, reaching forward towards me here. Beautiful. Pick up the back leg and really flare the toes, okay? Now, even take your gaze down. Can you see the tips of your tippy toes on the right foot? There you go. That's a nice placement there. Bend the knee, bend the elbow, crunch into a side crunch. Beautiful. Reach and extend. And then slowly crunch. And we'll do about 5. Bend the knee, bend the elbow, draw the ribs in, reach forward, kick back, draw the ribs in, beautiful, kick back, reach forward. Bend the knee, bend the elbow, pause here, hold, reach back, make a fist, and slowly just step forward. Yeah, nice. Land your right hand down, take a moment, and then when you're ready for it, go ahead and reach your arms straight up into Anjaneyasana. Nice. From here, left hand catches the right forearm. Or switch, no. Yeah. Right hand catches the left forearm, lengthen into the torso, and then slowly bend your body to the right. Yes. And you can really feel this. You can do little things to emphasize, push down onto the back shin, especially if your back foot is released into a point, which is what she has. And then really try to find a belly drawing in, tailbone down, and lift up the heart for 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Slowly come back, grab your blocks, bring them in line with your right foot, and she's just gonna hinge forward and back, loosening up into her groin area, taking time, noticing what's there. And she's gonna coordinate with the breath. She's gonna flip her foot up as she takes a hip back. You can't see it because the block's there, but that's what I see. Okay, good, thank you. Such a great demo. All right, and then slowly from here, bring yourself back forward, bend into the front knee. Now only to bring it back just enough, left hip over the left knee, and then scoot your right foot forward. So it's like a half split, Ardha Hanumasana. Flare the right toe, squeeze into the inner left thigh, and inhale, extend the spine, and then bow into a forward fold into that front leg. So we flare the toes because we are trying to keep the muscles in our legs engaged. That's going to help move into more of what's called a dynamic stretch rather than just sinking and dumping into a passive stretch. So there's different characteristics of stretch for different times, and none of it's wrong unless you're overextending and hurting yourself. So when we engage our muscles, we're actually protecting some of the stretch, the depth of the stretch. It's kind of limiting us from going too far. Okay, inhale, slowly lift up your chest, bend into the front knee. Okay, so 90-degree angle, and just set your blocks aside. Maybe take your foot just slightly back more. There you go. And I want you to take your time from here, and you're going to swivel on the left knee now. A little work here. And open up into a warrior two variation. So it's like a low warrior two. She's going to press down into the outer right heel to encourage the outer right hip side to pull back in. And when she's ready, she's just going to simply bend her right elbow, place it down onto the right thigh, and then reach the left hand straight up and take a side bend. And again, encourage the shoulder to pull back. Yes, give your left rib some space here. Anchoring your shoulders down as you look up towards the hand. Take one more breath here. And then slowly go ahead and place your right hand down onto the floor on the inside of your foot, or she's going to choose to use a block, which is really nice. Blocks are a really great tool to allow the body to have space. Sometimes we can't, or maybe depending on the day, we want to kind of give ourselves some modifications so we can feel more open into the pose. Take breath here, angle, exhale all the way up, try to angle some of the tailbone down. Take one more. Beautiful. Inhale, pinwheel your arms back up into a T. Return your arms down to the ground, centering yourself. Take the blocks to the side and simply step back into downward facing dog. Yeah. 5 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Slowly lift up your heels, bend your knees, walk it forward. Okay. Nice easy forward fold here. Bring your feet hip width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. We'll be a little more generous today. Outer edges of feet lining up with the outer edge of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your torso. Bend your knees a little bit to collapse the belly to the thighs. Drop your head all the way down. Shift your gaze upward towards the navel and press your hands through the ground. 4 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Slowly lift up your gaze. Pivot your feet open as wide as your mat. Toes slightly out. Sit down into a squat. Bring your elbows on the inside of your knees here and push out. Bring your forearms in line. Hands into prayer into the center of the chest. And extend the spine as much as you can. Try to encourage the shoulders to move back and chin slightly down. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. And exhale. Okay, slowly, just simply lower your hands down, bring your feet closer back together towards that hip width distance. Take one block and bring it in the center about 2 feet ahead. Yes. And then land your right hand down. And when you're ready, pull that right shoulder back, spin the right bicep muscle forward, and left hand reaches straight up to the sky. Yes. I was like, left? Yes, okay. And she's going to try to really plug that shoulder in, spinning the bicep forward, full breath in, full breath out. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Okay, slowly lower the left hand down, bend your knees, wiggle in place if you like. Let's switch. So left hand comes down this time. And we can actually bend the knees a little bit here. It's a little more forgiving. And then slowly pull the left shoulder back. Spin the left bicep forward. And then reach up with the right hand straight up through the sky. And just think about that encouragement. Yes, just to help really plug in the left scapulae. Beautiful. Full breath in. Full breath out. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, lower the right hand down. Take that same block and then bring it between your thighs. You may need to shorten the distance between your feet. Bring it all the way up. Yep. And she's going to squeeze. There you go. And then when you get a nice snug fit, okay, feet stacking underneath the knees, bend your knees, Vasisthasana, chair pose. So she's got a slippery block, she's gonna have to work a little harder. And then turn your pinkies in this time and thumbs out, and sit down a little bit lower. And then feel that force. Don't be afraid to really embrace some of the inner strength that we all have. And then squeeze into it as you slowly stand into your legs, tone into the thigh muscles so the kneecaps pull up, reach up. Cactus the arms, open up, broaden across the collarbones, shoulders down, squeeze. 1 more. Inhale. Bend the elbows, open up, squeeze. Inhale, reach up. So the right hand catches the left forearm, lengthen into the torso and side bend nice and slow to the right, and feel the support of squeezing into the block for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly return back into the center, switch. Left hand catches the right forearm, lengthen, 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 and then slowly think lengthening on both sides of the ribs as you bend your body to the left. Feel that support, the nice strong base as you squeeze into the block, just enough. Belly drawn in for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly return back into the center. Release the hands, bring them back behind you. Open up the shoulder heads, pull them back. Bend the elbows as much as you can and squeeze your elbows back in towards each other. And any amount, if it's available to you, reach your knuckles straight down. Chin down the center notch, hold here, and awareness into the ribs as it draws in, gentle squeeze into the inner thighs, holding that block, firm into your thighs and kneecaps, pull up for 3, 2, and 1 more. And then slowly, gently release the hands, reach for the block and just set it aside. Okay, very nice. Bring yourself to the top of your mat or somewhere that you can even measure 1 foot, take a step back. And you can choose feet together, feet apart. More traditional is toes to touch, but it's not always actually welcoming for everybody. So just take a moment and just use your intuition and stand here in Tadasana. And honor the natural curves of your body. We have a gentle sway in the low back. chest opening up as the shoulders move back. Grow a little bit taller. Release any anticipation and do your best to just be here now and notice your breath. Even adding on, reminding yourself of your intention. All right, Surya Namaskar. Inhale, stretch your arms forward and all the way up. Palms press, look up. Exhale, hand shift the hips here, bend your knees any amount, touch the ground, belly to the thighs, straighten the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, land into the hands, step back into top of plank. Let's pause here. So I said we're going to focus on toes and feel the strength. So let's warm them up. So use the toes to propel your plank forward and back. You're also going to feel in the wrist as well. So just shift forward and back. So push with your toes so you can bring the chest forward. Use your hands to press back. Beautiful. Keep doing that a few more times. And feel the firmness of your belly. Feel the firmness of your calf muscle. As you push back, feel that stretch. 2 more. Forward and back. Taking your time. Beautiful. And as you shift all the way back, just bring it back into downward facing dog. Drop the head down, eyes towards the toes. Inhale, bring yourself forward into plank pose. Feel the strength of your toes. Use that to firm the thighs, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, extend upward into up dog, shoulders back, pointed toes. Now don't flip the toes. I want you to bring your plank up about halfway-ish with belly firm. Nice. And then start to flip the toes, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Beautiful. Lift up the heels, bend your knees, walk or hop up. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, bow it in, forward fold. Inhale, reach up towards the sky, palms press, look up. Exhale, arms down to your side. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, extend up into up dog. Keep your hips, so when you keep your toes pointed, bring your hips up halfway. Feel the belly tone, flip the toes. I know slow motion is so fun. And really what I'm just trying to help her find is all the different pieces that's going to support her practice. Slow is not easy, but it definitely will hook you in very deeply. Full breath in, or make you run for the door. Full breath in, exhale all the way out. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. And exhale. Lift up the heels, bend the knees, walk or hop up. Lengthen the spine, bow it in, forward fold. Take an inhale as you reach up towards the sky, palms press. And exhale, arms down to your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into up dog. Tone the belly, hips back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Lift up your heels, bend your knees, come forward. Lengthen the spine, take inhale. Bow it in, forward fold, exhale. Inhale, reach up towards the sky, palms press. And exhale, arms down to your side. All right. We're going to go into a variation of Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Bend your knees deeply, sweep the arms up, Vasisthasana, chair pose. Drape yourself over, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into up dog and cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Right leg, inhale, extend, kick straight back. Bend your knees, squeeze your heel in towards the bottom. leg extended into three-legged down dog. And just bend the knee, bring it, yes, there it is. Externally rotate into that right hip side. Yes, put your knee higher, squeeze your heel down. Beautiful. And do your best. So I want you to slowly bring it all the way across to the left tricep. Hold, yes. Beautiful. Inhale, extend, kick straight back. Bring it all the way to the left tricep, kick out to the left side. Flex your feet, beautiful. Left hand reaches up, she's got it. Beautiful, she's got fancy, she got to pick up that leg. Bring your left hand down, tuck your left knee into the ribs and step it forward between the hands. Pivot the back heel down. Now, actually pick up the back heel. I want Courtney to experience this. I want you to find a squeeze in the internal left, that internally rotate the left thigh. Find that squeeze. You feel that? Okay, good. Now, pivot the back heel down. Turn the back toes in a little bit. Vasisthasana 1, reach your arms straight up. I want you to feel that same similar sensation. Try to think about just a tiny bit. Feel that internal rotation in the left thigh. Yes, that's going to help you bring your hips more square to the front. Obviously, never perfect. Lower the hands down and slowly step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog. Shoulders back. Tuck the toes, hips back. Downward facing dog. All right. Left leg, inhale, extend, kick straight back. Bend your knee, rotate, open into the left hip side. Get a stretch there. Inhale, extend your leg straight back. Bend your knee, bring it across to the right elbow, crunch, hold. Inhale, extend your leg straight back. Bring it back to the right elbow, hold, and kick out to the side. Ooh, nice. Right hand reaches straight up. Right hand comes down, tuck the left knee into the chest, step it forward. Squeeze once here into that inner right thigh. Pivot the back heel down, bend the front knee, reach your arms forward and up. Yes. Yeah, try to pull the left hip side back, squeeze into the inner right thigh. It's not an easy sensation to embrace, but it's going to help you find that right hip coming back more forward. Lower the hands down, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes and the hips back, downward facing dog. Hopefully she's got another round in her, okay? But I'm gonna give her a little break. It's a little surprise, okay? Right leg, inhale, extend, kick straight back. Bend the knee, bring it across to the left elbow. Just go for it, kick out to the side. Left hand reaches straight up, okay? Lower the right foot down, just rest it down. Keep the shape, beautiful. And then lower the outer hip down to the ground. There you go. All right, so we are here, right? So just eyeballing. Okay, wrist underneath the shoulder. There's that external rotation here, plugging that right shoulder down. It's going to lift up the left ribs here. And then bring the rib points in, flex the feet, flare, do your best as you slowly push down and lift up. Okay, so just mindfully moving into this pose, and then slowly lower the hip down again. Do it again, lift up. Lower the hip down. One more time, lift up. Woo, she's getting a workout now. Lower the hip down. We're getting spiritual. Just up right here. Now, keep the legs extended. This is the sweetness here, I hope. Some of us love this, some of us don't. You're just gonna twist, and you're gonna bend the elbows, and try to bow your head down. And try to kind of roll forward on that right hip. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, lift yourself back up. Do your best. Tuck the back toes in. Try to tuck the right knee back in and step it forward. Beautiful. Pivot the back heel down and open it. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, step it forward. Pivot the back heel down. Reach your arms straight forward and up into Vasisthasana 1. We're going to add some shoulder stretch here. Drop the hands behind you, interlace your fingers, open up your heart, and then slowly bow into your front leg. Drop your head down, down, down. Very nice. And slowly release your hands down to the ground. Pivot your back heel up into space. Keep your left hand down. Mindfully externally rotate that left bicep muscle. Open up into twist. Right hand reaches straight up. Take your hand down and slowly, simply step back into downward facing. Full breath in, full breath out. Okay, so she kind of knows the program now. So left leg, inhale, extend, kick straight back. Just once, kick it, bend your knee, bring it towards the right elbow, kick it out to the side. Beautiful, lower the foot down. And then reach your right hand straight up. And then go ahead and lower yourself all the way down. Yes. So just eyeball it, look at the wrist stacked underneath the shoulder, externally rotate into that bicep muscle, pulling that left shoulder back, squeezing into that left scapulae. Legs are nice and straight and strong. Use the power of your toes and feet. Right hand reaches up and lift. Yeah, there you go. And then lower your hip down. Lift up again, reach up. And lower the hip down. That's it, you can do one more, lift up. And lower the hip down. Okay, after all that work, we're gonna get into that luxurious twist. So start to crawl, turn around, turn your ribs around towards the right. Lower the hands down, drop the head down. Nice twist here. And if you're stuck on the lower part of your bum, see if you can bring it higher onto the hips so there's a little bit of rolling forward onto the outer left hip. Yeah. Okay. Slowly, just lower the hands below on the side of the ribs here. Beautiful. And then tuck your left knee into the ribs as you tuck your back toe in. Step it forward. Pivot your back heel down. Vasisthasana 1. Inhale, reach your arms straight up. Very nice. Drop your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Open up your chest. And then slowly drape yourself over. Forward fold. Drop your head down. Arms up and over as much as you can. I'll just assist you a little bit. Yeah. Palms together. Softly release your hands down. Pick up your back heel. Take a moment. Center yourself. Right hand stays down, but find that right shoulder pulling back, that external rotation there, and open up into twist. Left hand reaches straight up. Very nice. And then slowly lower the left hand down, step back into downward facing dog. Ground yourself here. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more. Lift up the heels, bend your knees, walk or hop up. Lengthen your spine forward. Bow it in, forward fold. Vasisthasana, bend your knees deeply, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Try not to buckle in the knees if your feet are apart. For 3, weight into the heels, 2. Inhale, stand up, make your legs strong. Reach up, cactus your arms, open up. Shoulders down, squeeze. Inhale, reach up. And lower your hands back down. Just a moment of stillness. Okay, we're both gonna face forward. We're gonna face the camera. There you go. All right, she's gonna be there, I'll be here. She's gonna look bigger, I'm gonna look smaller. Okay, all right. So bring your hands together. Hands to the hips here. Pull the shoulders back, lift the ribs in, belly in. Start with opening up the right toes. Good. Now, if you open the right toes too wide, if you point the knee out too wide, you may notice that the left hip carries over to the right. That's what often throws off our balance, okay? So try to center yourself back. Beautiful. And just be mindful of that. Bending at the toes here, bring it into the inner ankle. Just slide the foot in with the toes touching the ground, okay? Here, beautiful. So this is option 1. Okay, if you want to take it further, go ahead and bend the knee, hike it up high, reach down with your hand, grab your ankle, and bring it into the inner thigh. Okay, you want to find that feedback, and when you're ready, join your hands together and just stand tall here for a moment. Slowly bring your prayer hands up through the sky, reach up. Palms open. And keep going as you bring your arms into a capital T, palms facing up. And try to lift up your chest. And just say, what's up, world? What you got? Turn your palms down. Bend at the wrist here. Beautiful. Now you're going to save the world, pushing those walls away. Shoulders down your back. And turn your gaze, if you can, to the right. Just test it out. Woo. You got it. Okay. Before she loses it, turn your gaze back to center. Oh, I said it. It was my fault. Hold it. Here we go. Now drop the hands behind you, interlace, pull the shoulders back, reach your knuckles down. Bring your knee forward, and I want you to kick down. Hands to the hips. Pick up the leg a little higher. And then slowly lower the leg down. I know it's So a nice stretch here is if you point the toe of your left foot and just press. It's like, oh, that's nice. Okay. Let's go to the other side. So join your feet together. Start with opening up the left toes. Bending at the toes, sliding into the inner ankle. Option 1, maybe you stay here the whole time. Otherwise, bend your knee, hike it up, reach down, plant. You got it. When you're ready, breathe steady. Soft gaze to whatever point you're looking at. Bring your prayer hands straight up. It can be closed or open, you choose. Palms open to the sky, arms into a T. And then turn the palms down, bending at the wrist, middle finger bends back, shoulders down your back, pushing away to the heel of your hands. Drop the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, pull the shoulders back. Bring your knee pointing back forward, kick down with a flexed foot. Flare those toes. And if you can, lift it up higher. For 3, 2, and let go for 1. Okay. Okay, point your right toes, press. Beautiful. Nice work there. We did forget something, we didn't look to the side, but that's okay. Bring yourself back to the top of your mat. Maybe we can incorporate that same shape, right? So what this is essentially is like, it's a side plank. It's a different perspective, and maybe we'll look up towards the right hand. We'll see if we can bring it into play. We'll try it out, okay? Bend your knees deeply, sweep the arms up, Vasisthasana chair pose. Exhale, dive forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, extended to up dog, shoulders back. Belly drawn in, hips back, downward facing dog. Slow and steady, falling triangle. Right leg, inhale, extend, kick straight back. Bend the knee, bring it across to the left. All the way to the left elbow. Crunch. Kick out to the side. And then open up, falling star. Reaching up. Falling triangle, falling star, whatever. Bring your left hand down, crunch your left knee to the chest, step it forward. And then slowly pivot the back heel down. Now, the back foot is a little more open because we're going to open up into warrior 2. Okay? Now, think about pressing into the outer right heel. We're trying to encourage, we're using that energy, that press, to feel the leg go into like an external rotation. It's not like super big, it's just like a nudge into that right hip socket. Bend your right elbow, place it onto the thigh. Okay, left hand reaches straight overhead. But coordinate here, and maybe some of you out there already discovered you can go a little bit further. Maybe hands to a block on the inside. 2. Look up towards the hand, and think about that right shoulder pulling down, and look up towards the hand. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and hold on to that block with your left hand, bring it with you. Turn the right toes in, open up the left toes to the back. Okay, we're going to repeat side angle pose, left hand onto the block on this side. And when you're ready, just reach your right hand straight up, pull the shoulders down your back, and then take that right arm reaching straight overhead. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale. Tailbone down. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take your hand down. You can take the block with you. Just set it aside. Turn the toes in slightly. And then walk your hands forward so the heels are in line with your hips. Beautiful. And then inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then bow into it, forward fold from here. Walk your hands further back, maybe between the feet. Wrists directly underneath the elbows. Try to spread the toes. It's a little tough here. Try to flatten into the feet. Even squeeze into the inner ankle. Just think about it. I know it may not make sense. We're just stabilizing into our feet here. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, inhale. Slowly walk your hands forward. And we're going to crawl here. Facing back forward, squaring our hips to the front. Okay. Set up for side plank, but we're going to break it down. Okay, so it's very instructional. Left hand stays down. Okay. Plug that left shoulder back so you externally rotate into that arm. Right hand onto fingertips, and then crunch the low belly in. Roll into the outer edge of your left foot. Pivot, pivot. Beautiful. And just send the right leg back only. Push down, draw the belly in. Right hand reaches straight up. 3, 2, make a fist, reach back, bend the right knee, step it forward. Beautiful. Step your left foot forward. Bend your knees deeply, sweep the arms up, Vasisthasana, chair pose. Inhale, stand up. Cactus the arms, open up. Inhale, reach up. Return back to Vasisthasana, chair pose. Inhale, exhale, dive forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, hips back, downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale, extend, kick back. Bend your knee to the right tricep, kick out to the side. Reach your right hand straight up, falling triangle. Beautiful. Right hand comes down, left knee to the chest, step it forward. Pivot the back heel down. And open up the right hip a little wider into warrior 2. Yes, so the line up the outer edge of your foot there. She's got it. Beautiful. And when you're ready, go ahead and slowly move into that side ankle stretch from here. Beautiful. Right hand reaches straight overhead, look up towards the hand. She's going to lean gently, just creating a gentle resistance with the inner left leg. Find some feedback there. Tailbone down, belly drawn in, spin the ribs left to right. She's going to take her right hand down to the floor. She doesn't have a block this time, but I'll bring it to her. Crawl to the other side. So turn the left toes in, open up the right toes to the back, and then slowly place your hand onto the block, just to keep things consistent for her. But she's probably quite open by now. And look up towards the hand. Really angling that tailbone down, beautiful, and belly drawn in, breathing steady. Take your left hand down and just set the block aside. Walk your hands into the middle. And we're gonna do something a little bit different. Go ahead and just stand up, okay? Reach your arms out into a T, drop the hands behind you. Pasarita or Parsarita, Padottanasana C, I believe. Pull the shoulders back, reach down, inhale, lift up, and then slowly hinge forward. Take the arms up and over, and try your best. Bring your head as close as you can towards the earth. It doesn't have to touch. Press into the balls of your feet all the way back into the heels. For 3, breathe steady. 2, and 1. Softly release the hands down to the ground. Okay, and you're going to crawl like a little animal, coming back to front. Pivot on your back foot. Land your right hand down, pull the shoulder back. Keep your left fingertips pressing, cat spine, roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, stack the legs. When you're ready for takeoff, left hand reaches straight up. For 3, 2, Reach back, make a fist, bend your left knee, step it forward. Join your feet together. Bend your knees deeply, Utkatasana chair pose. Straight from here, exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg inhale, extend, just kick straight back. Just bring it forward between the hands. Beautiful. One more round. So we just kind of skip some of the standing poses. I just want to see if she can build into tree pose today. So left shoulder pulls back. Pivot on the outer arch of your left foot. Grab your ankle and try to place it into the inner thigh. Right hand reaches straight up. Take your time. And try to breathe steady. 3, 2. Reach back, step it forward. Very nice. And from here, we're going to slowly just reach your arms straight up. Pick up the back heel into high lunge. Exhale, take your hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Okay. Left leg, kick back. Just bring it forward. Setting up for round 2 of side plank. Okay. So right hand stays down, left hand reaches for the ankle. Roll into the outer edge of your right foot. Take your time. Nice. And if she wants to look up, she can. Ooh, she's got it. Reach back, step it forward. Nice. Ooh, nice one there. Okay, lower the hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Very good. All right, just absorb it. Step your right foot forward, but this time we're doing something different. Inhale, reach your arms straight up. Join your palms together and enter a nice twist here. Option to pick up the back leg, or maybe you want to stay low. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Slowly drop the hands down. Pivot your right foot slightly to the left, about 2 inches. 1, 2, 3. Bend your left knee, bring it on the outer right heel. The left foot is slightly off to the right so you don't sit on it. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, left hand reaches up. You can either enter a twist, you can hold onto the leg if you like. You can even find a bind if that's part of your practice, okay? So roll the shoulders back. Try to puff up your chest, shoulders, pull back as much as you can. Level your chin and turn your gaze all the way to the back wall. For 3. Inhale. Belly draws in. Inhale. Belly draws in. Keep the shape of your body. Find that counter twist. Turn your torso to the left. Lift up your chest. And slowly move back to center. Vasisthasana. So bring the left shin parallel to the front edge. Ankle to knee, lining up. See where she's at. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, lift up the chest. And exhale, slowly bow, forward fold. Okay, so when she takes it down, actually, the gap between her right side is almost gone. Do you feel okay here? Okay. Super important to stay mindful of the knees. How we stay in that zone of awareness is we can flex our feet. The flattening of the feet that really does help kind of engage some of the muscles around the knees. Herself up, beautiful, and then slowly release the legs, take the blocks, bring them on either side of the hips. Extend your legs straight in front of you, maybe the blocks back on the mat so it has some grip. Beautiful, lift up the legs into both. Crossing at the shin bones, Push through your hands, try to lift your bum. Nice, and then slowly hobble back, walk back, set the blocks aside. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward between a hand, right knee comes down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe into the chest, and then twist your torso as you exhale. And optional to straighten the back leg. So she's going to try to tone that back thigh, dig into the base of your big toe. Inhale deeply. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Slowly release the hands down to the ground. Pivot your left foot slightly to the right, just a few inches to the right. There you go. Bend your right knee and bring it all the way on the outside of the heel. Sit down. Try not to sit on your right heel. There you go. Now we want to do our best in this pose. This is called Ardha Matsyendrasana. Okay, to not sit on our heel. So take that foot out more here. And try to plant the sole of your left foot down into the ground. You need to wiggle as much as you need to get comfy there. And then sit up nice and tall. Inhale, right hand reaches up. Slowly twist your torso to the left. You can strike down into that upper arm, lengthen through the spine. But keep a nice grounding with the hips here. So that right hip, you want to really think about pulling it back. And you may notice that it restricts a little bit more. So if you have to, you can always retract just a little bit. You don't have to go crazy far to feel a nice twist. You don't have to go crazy far to feel the benefits of a twist. Inhale, draw the belly in. Inhale, draw the belly in. Okay, counter twist. Keep the shape of your legs. Turn your torso to the other side. Just lift up. Beautiful, and come back into the center. And ankle to knee pose, ankle to knee. So Vasisthasana, they also call it double pigeon, fire legs. Flatten your feet now, okay? Really engage the muscles, beautiful. And she has a little bit of a gap, but when she comes down, it's probably gonna close, okay? So if you need to, we can use props. So hands behind you, just give yourself a lift. And then slowly forward fold. Make 2 fists with your hands and lower your head down, stack the fist, and it's nice. Soften the shoulders, and just try your best to release some tension. This is not the easiest pose to be in. There's some deep external hip rotators. Some of those actions are quite intense. It does help to lengthen the inhales. And you'll notice the exhales will follow nice and long. One more. Beautiful, and then slowly lift your spine up. Use blocks and bring on either side of your hips. And extend your legs straight in front of you. And then lift your legs up into V shape, crossing at the shin bones, and push and set it back. There you go. You can set the blocks aside if they're in the way. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Alright, bring yourself forward into plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Glide your heart through cobra. Okay. And lower your chest down. Just scoot your body down. Alright, arms alongside the body. Tops of the hands down into the ground. Alongside the body, the arms. Flip the palms, open up to the ceiling. There you go. Pull the shoulders back now. Gently press into the forehead. Squeeze between the scapulates here. Beautiful. And press down into the tops of the hands at the same time. Beautiful. And when you're ready, Point the toes, firmness into the thighs. Lift up, everything lifts. Yes, even the hands push up. 5, 4. Feel the squeeze in the pit of your belly. I know it's tough. Feel the back body to assist lifting you up. And then slowly lower yourself down. So good. Bend your knees. Today we're just going to do one bow pose. So reach back, catch the outer ankles. Forehead down to touch. Press your pelvis forward. Okay. Do your best. Mindfully engage into your core, but not overpowering. Kick your legs back. Let the arms pull your shoulder back. And then slowly send your eyes forward. And then slowly send your eyes upward towards the sky. Slowly kick back. Point the toes straight up. Just find that spot that feels good and stay there. Doesn't need to be more or less. For 3. More so tone into the belly. 2. And slowly release. Okay. Stack your hands. I was going to say make a sandwich, but I don't know if that makes sense. So bend your knees and flip-flop side to side. Okay. And then turn around and lie on your backs. So today we're going to skip the wheel pose just because we're running a little bit short on time. So instead, we'll choose one inversion at the end, okay, of her choice. So let's neutralize the spine a bit here. So right leg crosses over the left thigh like eagle legs. If you can do double wraps, you can. Good. Touch the ground with bent knees, and then use that to scoot your hips to the right, and then drop your knees, tuck your knees back in and drop to the left. Arms out into a T, gaze to the right. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, slowly come back to center. And simply release the legs, center your body, shake out the legs. And when you're ready, cross your left thigh high up onto the right thigh, double wrap, single wrap. Touch the ground with your toes to scoot your bum to the left, and then tuck your knees back again and drop to the right. Turn your head to the left. There was a time, and it still occurs, I always have to think, what's my left and right? Someone actually told me, and I'm going to take the compliment. They said, oh, when you can't tell from your left and right, you're just so in tuned. I don't know what that means, but they're like, you're like a genius. And I had to really think about that. And I was like, thank you for being real kind to me. All right. When you're done, come back into center. Separate the legs. Tuck your knees into the chest, but with a flat spine. So you just want to hold enough where you can keep more of a flat spine. So bring your shoulders back, head back, and just hug the legs in. Think about the tailbone down, small in the back down, shoulders back and down. And drop your chin just a little bit here, yes. So you're just using the earth ground to feel the length in your spine. All right, roly-poly, forward and back. Let's take a tall seat. Extend your legs straight in front of you. Beautiful. Flex your feet, hands to the side to lift up your chest. Bend your knees just a tiny bit so you can bring the belly forward toward the thighs and then straighten the legs as you drop down into it. Paschimottanasana. Forward fold. 10 breaths here. All right, 5 or 6 down nice and flat. If you don't mind, actually, Courtney, can we practice today headstand? How does your head feel?
Actually, I can't do headstand.
Okay, so she can't do headstand. Let's do something more humbler today. Okay, I want to tell you, all you guys out there, all of you out there, that it's very important to listen to your body and to really make that acknowledgement and be okay with it. So today we're going to give her something different, a little more sweeter, because she's so sweet. So bend your knees and lift your hips out. And we'll place this block underneath her tailbone. You may need to adjust on your own. A little further down. Yes, okay. So this is also an inversion. Even if it's not literally going upside down, handstand, headstand, what's happening here is just having the hips higher than her heart is creating that opposite blood flow. It's a little gentler, but it still will provide very similar, if not the same benefits. So she can actually ante it up here. She can bring the legs up, straight up. And if you're straining in this, maybe just keep the knees at a 90-degree angle, and the knees slightly apart, flex the feet. Takes a little effort to keep here, but this is a little more easier to hold, especially if you're tight in the hamstrings. But she's good, so she's going to keep the legs up. And just keep her arms down, chin down the center. She's going to breathe calmly and deeply. And perhaps wherever she may feel tension, after some time in these more kind of silent, subtle moments, she can feel all the different sensations. Some spots may be really amplified, so send the breath there. Intentionally imagine your breath as your healing tool. Your breath is your life force. It helps you live. There's actually a lot of wisdom in this breath. But how do we know? It doesn't really speak to us. It's just a moving force. So it's more of an intuitive feel. A little bit of magic. And visualize this breath as a healing light. You may have heard what we think we become. Even without a strong practice of breathing in a still moment, if we had some fear or some anxiety or maybe some stuff is coming up, if you make your breath longer and softer, you may start to experience your body transforming into a lighter heart, into a peaceful state. So it is a practice, which is why we show up to yoga. We use the breath to learn more about ourselves as we move and integrate into different shapes. And this may be actually sweeter with the legs against the wall, but we're just doing it here and now. And then slowly bend the knees, plant the feet down. Use your feet to lift your hips up to take out the block. And lie comfortably flat. She's going to go into Shavasana, corpse pose. It sounds a bit morbid, but really what it is that we're just doing our best to be still and relaxed. Our body here is connected to the earth. We are returning to the earth. Returning to earth is a symbolism of returning to nature. If you notice all the plants and trees that are in the earth ground, they're just there, sharing energy and light. And this is our opportunity as human beings to also share this energy and light. Pull your shoulders down, your back. Soften the jaw. Gentle wiggle of the fingers to keep them soft. Inhale through the nose. Very natural. Exhale through the mouth. Let it just seep out. How soft can we be here? Slowly deepen the breath. Gently returning back into this body. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Turn your head to the left, turn your head to the right. Reach and stretch any way you like. Interlace the fingers, maybe press the palms out, whatever you like. Draw your knees back into the chest. Slowly raise your right arm as you roll into the side body, fetal position. Just take a few seconds to snuggle into yourselves. Use your hands, press yourself up the seat. Sit up tall. And for down as you root down into your pelvic floor. Use that energy to uplift your heart, crown of the head, connecting the sky, the universe, whatever you embrace, the higher ups. And notice the breath as it moves gently through your nostrils. And we're going to close here together. We're going to chant. I think you know the Loka by now. Okay, good. So we're going to sing Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. We'll do 2 rounds. She's just going to follow along. Samasta Sukhino Thank you, all of you out there. Thank you, Courtney, for helping us today by being our demo. I wish everyone peace, love, happiness, all the good things in life. Take care of yourselves. Keep showing up to your practice, and have a wonderful rest of your evening, day, or night, wherever you are in this time and space. Namaste.